What's up, everybody? This is SymphoniaFan64 here, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Yellow. Now, we're back in Professor Oak's lab getting Pikachu again, and you're probably going, well, SymphoniaFan64, why are you back in Professor Oak's lab? I thought you weren't going to redo the battle against Asshat. Why are you doing this all over again? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not doing this to re-battle Asshat. Well, to tell you the truth, I actually forgot to show off something in the last part. You see, my good friend Mage at work showed me this really interesting secret. I wouldn't call it a cheat, but apparently, there was something I forgot to do. Now, if you remember, I got a potion from my PC a while back, so apparently, if you give Pikachu this potion, it will automatically like you. I wouldn't say this is a cheat necessarily, it's more like, well, it's more or less kind of a little secret, you know. So, I'm going to give that to Pikachu. I think you're supposed to do it like 5 times, so you can see I'm using it, it has no effect, it's not going away. And that should do it. Now, in order for this secret to work, I actually have to beat Asshat. So, I'm going to probably cut the battle out, and we will cut right back in after I'm done. I win, bitch! I win! Who lost that fight now? Who lost that fight now? Oh, sorry, I kind of lost it there. Anyway.
What? Unbelievable! I picked the wrong Pokemon!
You sure did, bitch! Don't mess with fucking Pikachu! Sorry, I gotta get a hold of myself. And pretty much he just says the same thing. And now to know the moment of truth. Turn to face it. And instantly, a happy Pikachu! Hooray! Although it costed me a potion, but I don't care, and it gave me the liberty of healing my Pikachu back up. So now we can actually start our Pokemon adventure. Alright, it's time to head on out to the infamous Route 1. And as you can see, the color changed. This was innovative for this version. I noticed in my good friend Essential Gamers Let's Play, his also changed colors. I don't know why that happened. I don't know why. But anyway, this was kind of innovative at the time for the Game Boy Color. But you can also play this on the original Game Boy Brick, as I like to call it. So, here we are on Route 1, and for this Let's Play, I'm not gonna tell what kind of Pokemon you're gonna be encountering on this route, on any route you go on to. Instead, I'm just gonna have an annotation of and list all the Pokemon that you can encounter. Probably there's gonna be one right in the bottom hand corner here right now. So, I mean, I'll show off what you can encounter, but just in case, I'm just gonna leave that there. So let's go on forward. And automatically, we are thrust into our first wild Pokemon battle. And we go up against a Rattata. Now, I'm not one to back away from Pokemon fights, but I'm gonna have to run away from this one. Like I said, I'm not eager to battle yet. Hi! I work at a Pokemon Mart. It's a convenience shop, so please visit us in Viridian City. I know, I'll give you a sample. Here you go. Hey, I got another potion. Awesome! Alright. time to go up here. Now you might go on. Why? Alright. See those ledges along the road? It's a bit scary, but you can jump from them. You can get back to Pallet Town quicker that way. That'll come in handy. Later, we're going up against another wild Pokemon. And it is a Pidgey! These are the only... Which means I just encountered the only 2 Pokemon you can encounter on Route 1. Now... Normally, I would catch a Pidgey, but I don't have any Pokeballs with me. But I'm actually going to catch a different Pokemon. So... Instead, I'm just going to run away from it. So, I've already showed off all the Pokemon you can encounter, but I'm still going to have that annotation. Alright. And welcome to Viridian City, and it looks as if nothing changed with the color. Alright, it's time to go for a little exploring around the city. And there's a tree that I can't cut down unless I get the HM to do so. Those Pokeballs at your waist. You have Pokemon! It's great that you can carry and use Pokemon anytime, anywhere! Yes, it is. And going off to here leads to another route entirely. Going up here only leads to another cut tree. Alright, I don't think this part's gonna have much action into it. It's just me walking around and doing some stuff. And we're gonna go up here, and as you can see, there's this man lying on the ground. You can't go through here. This is private property. Oh, Grandpa, don't be so mean. He hasn't had his coffee yet. And, well, this is another interesting tidbit about this. In the original Japanese, this guy was drunk off his ass. Drunk people in a Pokemon game. As you can see, there's the gym. So, already there's the gym. So I guess that's going to be our next gym leader. I guess. Let's go in here and talk to these nice people over here. Phew! I'm trying to memorize all my notes. Alright. Sis says Pokemon will become tame if you treat them nicely. I know that for a fact. Wouldn't you say so, Pikachu? Pikachu agrees. Looked at the notebook. First page. Pokeballs are used to catch Pokemon. Up to 6 Pokemon can be carried. People who raise and make Pokemon fight are called Pokemon trainers. Turn the page. Second page. A healthy Pokemon may be hard to catch, so weaken it first. Poison, burns, and other damage are effective. Turn the page. Third page. Pokemon trainers seek others to engage in Pokemon fights. Battles are constantly fought at Pokemon gyms. Turn the page. Fourth page. The goal for Pokemon trainers is to beat the top 8 Pokemon gym leaders. Do so to earn the right to face the Elite Four of Pokemon League. Hey! Don't look at my notes! Not like I wanted to cheat off of you, you suck at learning. Okay. Be sure to read the blackboard carefully. Alright, and on the blackboard it has all the written status effects. I'm not going to go through all of them, I'm just going to sum them all up. Sleep, your Pokemon goes to sleep and becomes inactive until it wakes up. Poison hurts the Pokemon in battle and outside. Paralyze means it slows down and sometimes is not able to move. Burn means Pokemon it gets additional damage in battle, but not outside of it. And Frozen is kind of like paralysis, but it wears off quickly. There. Quick summary. Got it memorized? And there's that Pokemon Mart. I'll go into it later. I'm going to talk to this guy first. You want to know about the 2 kinds of caterpillar Pokemon? No. Oh, okay then. Everyone should know about the 2 types of caterpillar Pokemon. Weedle and Caterpie. One is a normal bug type and the other is a bug poison. Viridian City. the Eternally Green Paradise. Alright. Next we're going to go into the Pokemon Center for no apparent reason whatsoever. And talk to people. Pokemon Centers heal your tired, hurt, or fainted Pokemon. And as you can see in this version, Nurse Joy has her beloved Chansey next to her. Why they put that in there? Well, it's obvious. Every Pokemon Center has a Nurse Joy and a Chansey. Makes sense. There's a Pokemon Center in every town ahead. They don't charge any money either. Thank God. You can use that PC in the corner. The receptionist told me. So kind. Alright. As you may know, you come here to heal your Pokemon, yada yada yada. Here is the link cable, which means if you had a link cable and we're playing this on an actual Game Boy, you can actually link up to another system and trade Pokemon with somebody else or yourself or battle other people. But seeming as this is an emulator, I'm shit out of luck. So now it's time. And as you can see, I just jumped off that ledge for no apparent reason. Trainer tips. The battle moves of Pokemon are limited by their power points. PP. To replenish PP, ask your tired Pokemon at a Pokemon Center. So not only do they heal, they replenish PP. They replenish your PP. Gross. Hey! You came from Pallet Town? You know Professor Oak, right? Well, of course I do. He got me this nice Pikachu. His order came in. Will you take it to him? Nick got Oak's parcel. Okay, say hi to Professor Oak for me. Will do. Alright, talk to these people. This shop sells a lot of Paralyze heals. The shop finally has some potions in stock. Yay! I can buy potions here. Alright. Now to return this mysterious parcel to Professor Oak. And we're going to do it the quickest way possible. Not going to cut any of this out, because there's really no point. I might cut out random Pokemon battles. Pokemon I've already showed off. And we're back in Pallet Town without encountering anything! Lucky for me! So we're gonna go in here and talk to Professor Oak. Oh! Nick! How is my old Pokemon? Well, it seems to like you a lot. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What? You have something for me? Here you go. Oh, you lazy old fucker. You can't go outside a frickin' Pallet Town, and yet you can frickin' catch Pokemon like a fucking champ. Lazy! Ah! This is the custom Pokeball I ordered. Thanks, Nick. By the way, I must ask you to do something for me. Gramps! Oh, great, it's him again.
Gramps! My Pokemon has grown stronger! Check it out!
Ah! Asshat! Good timing. Tell me about it. I needed to ask both of you to do something for me. On the desk there is my invention, Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Nick and Asshat, take these with you. And I got the Pokédex, which is a staple for every Pokemon game. To make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world, that was my dream. But I'm too old. I can't do it. So, I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. I like it how Professor Oak says he's seen all these type of Pokemon, yet he's sending you out to do it. And makes up an excuse because he's too old. What was that I said about being lazy?
Alright, Gramps. Leave it all to me. Nick, I hate to say it, but I don't need you. I know. I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one, Nick. Ha ha ha!
You really are an asshat. What do you think, Pikachu? Pikachu agrees with me. Alright. And before we get out again, I'm going to get that town map. What? You say I'm not going to get one? That asshat's sister isn't going to lend me? Well, here, I'm going to talk to her.
Grandpa asked you to run an errand? Here, this will help you.
And I got a town map. Despite what asshat told me. Looks like you're a little late on the comeback there, fucko. Alright. I'm gonna cut out... I actually want to show off something before we go off. I'm going to cut all this out, and I'll meet you back in Viridian City's Pokemart. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back at the Viridian City Pokemart, and you're probably wondering what we're doing here. Well, I'm actually going to buy 2 Pokeballs. Balls here. No, not 99. Just 2. Why only 2, you ask? Well, another thing I want to mention about this Let's Play is I'm going to be doing this in a specific way and catching Pokemon that will be beneficial towards me, but also will have an upper advantage against the gym leader. So, we're going to enter onto this route, which I believe is Route 9, I think? I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to check the town map here. Route 9, is this Route 9? No, Route 22! Route 22. Ah. I need to brush up on my routes. But anyway, you may be asking, why are you only catching 2 Pokemon? Well, I actually said that! But anyway, we're out on Route 22, and as I said, I'm going to have an annotation here. But we're only here for 2 Pokemon, and I'm going to at least show off catching off one of them in this part. So, I apologize if I cut out a lot. So, anyway. Well, anyway, time to go looking for a Pokemon. Yep, just going to circle around here. And as you can see, I encountered a Nidoran, just to show them off. By the way, that Nidoran I saw was a Nidoran female. I'll show the difference between both of that, and if I encounter the male one. But that's not what we're here for. By the way, I forgot to mention this. If you notice, I'm actually recording not with Camtasia, but actually with Fraps. I got this idea when I watched some of my good friend Essential Gamer's videos, and I noticed he was using Fraps, so I decided to use them, and I'm also recording with Audacity. It's a nice little program. Anyway, back to finding this Pokemon I want to catch. And there's the male Nidoran. Alright, we finally encountered our first Pokemon to capture, a Mankey! Now, the reason why I say I want to catch a Mankey is because that'll prove beneficial to the first gym battle I go up against. So I'm gonna go catch it. First, gotta weaken it. That ought to do it. And chuck a Pokeball at it. Yes. Yes. Alright! No problems. That's what I like. And the data will now be added to my Pokedex, and I always wanted to do this. I always wanted to do it. I'm going to do this in the anime Pokedex voice. I'm going to do the same thing my friend Essential Gamer did. I always wanted to do this. So here goes. Here's my good impersonation of the Pokedex from the anime.
Mankey, the pig monkey Pokemon. An agile Pokemon that lives in trees. It angers easily and will not hesitate to attack anything.
And that's why I want it. So, what should I name my Mankey? What should I name it? I know what I'll name it. I shall name it Fucking Bubbles! Named after the monkey that assisted in Michael Jackson. Fucking Bubbles. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a good spot to end it off here. In the next part, I'll be catching another Pokemon. I'll just let you know right now I'm catching a Spearow, for reasons that Spearow is a better flying type than Pidgey. And when we come back, we'll actually continue on with our Pokemon adventure. So, until then, this is SymphonyFan64, signing off. See you all next time.